right, y'all. So we are back here. We are with Miss Taija Kerr, singer, songwriter extraordinaire. She just dropped her debut album, correct? 7.
It's my EP, 7.
Your EP.
Yes, it is my debut, though. Yes.
Your debut EP, 7. And we are so excited to have you on with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Taija. Let the people know.
Lord. Y'all know I've been rehearsing this intro all day
Come
for
on.
you to say it perfectly. My name is Taija. I'm an Afro-Hawaiian woman, a singer-songwriter, model, a love enthusiast. I'm just out here trying to make it like everybody else, but with intention to spread love and aloha through, my voice and to the people, tell the people. That's
We
it.
love that. Look at all that love. All that love. That just
Thank
felt
you.
good.
We let it love.
Okay, we let it love.
Felt like good home cooking. That was great.
Yeah,
that was nice.
warm, wasn't it?
Thank
It
you,
must be the
thank you.
aloha. It must be the Afro-Hawaiian. that
It's a different vibe that, not everybody is able to get in contact with. So I love to spread it as much as possible.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, I listened to your project quite a few times, and
Thank you.
what is the musical, what is your musical background? Because it's like...
What are you getting from my EP? What do you think? What you think?
I'm getting some real training here. I'm getting some real vocal training. Whether it's there or not, I'm getting it. There's a lot of control. There's a lot of great placement in your voice. So I love that. Do you have, what is your musical background?
Wow, you actually really are listening. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have been humming and making noise since I could make noise. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I've been singing since I could make noise. But I was raised in the culture. I was raised in the church, so I have a lot of choir background. My father sang, and we all sang, and besides that, YouTube universities and Beyonce universities and
graduate degrees in that.
Okay. I just learned how to sing. Music has taught me how to sing. It teaches me what it wants me to do, and I'm very in tune with my spirituality and hearing different vibrations and sounds. I like to replicate sounds with my vocals. I never really had any training per se, but I am interested in instrumentation. So
Very nice.
I understand how they correspond, how your voice is an instrument just as a saxophone is an instrument. And I take a lot of my vocal inspirations from saxophone players.
Yeah, and I can tell based on the instrumentals that are on, the beats that you have, and the way that, they look like they were intentionally selected, and they pair so well and so smoothly with your voice because it kind of floats. Your voice kind of floats over the tracks. It's a vibe.
They don't call me goddess of the ocean for nothing.
Come on, let's go.
Baby wavy. Baby's wavy.
I love it.
So I have a question. It's like,
Tell me.
when you make an EP or any kind of music, at what point do you know what you're going to make? Do you go in the booth and say, all right, this is for my EP, or this is just for a vibe, this is for a single song? At what point does it happen, if ever?
It hasn't happened for me yet. I write kind of in the space that I'm in. So this EP was my very first project ever. Before this, I'd never written music that I was comfortable enough with putting out. Before this, I wasn't even confident enough in my own vocals. So everything is truly organic when it comes to all of the music that I'm creating from then on. I feel like I write in, my projects have topics. So 7 was a topic of my coming closer to my spirituality and my development and finding the goddess within and all of those things. I hint on my spirituality when it comes to that specific EP. I do have another EP coming out that is specifically speaking on childhood trauma and traumas within relationship and how childhood trauma has reflected within the relationships that I'm picking today.
Gotcha.
So it's just kind of like, this is how I'm feeling, and I'm gonna write the shit out of it. And all of these songs are gonna sound like whatever topic is on my heart is what I'm gonna write about. Yeah.
I like that.
Super organic, super just, I'm catching a vibe, and you gonna hear me.
So when do you know it's like when it's done? Because I'm a comedian, so like when I write a joke, sometimes I don't know the joke is done until like I publish it. But like I'll put it on Instagram or something like that. It's like, when do you know, like, either maybe the song is a little bit easier because it's math to songs kind of, but like, when do you, I'm gonna stop at this, this amount of tracks versus that amount of tracks?
7 was easy because it had a theme. 7, I found the number 7, the divine, and all of those things. But, it's 7, so I only had to put out 7 songs. If it was 7 songs, it was going to be EP, Yeah. When do I know? Thankfully, I have my Uncle Day. I work really close with my Uncle Day One. He is a producer, and he does not let me lollygag or play when it comes to the music. And he would tell me, yo, you doing too much. You need to back up. This song needs to sound like this or sound like that. So thankfully, I have people who are looking out for me, but my music is never done. Whenever I hear my songs, like even to today, I think I'm just now getting to a point where I'm like, okay, this song actually is perfect the way that it's supposed to be. But if I didn't listen to it 156 times, then there was certain things in that song that I felt like, I could have changed, or it could have been better, or maybe I needed to add more vocals or ad-libs or blah, blah, blah. So I feel like as an artist, just period, as a creative, work is never done. And that's why we continue to create, because you can never stop creating,
Right. Yeah.
How did you end up picking Goddess as the lead single? Is it just because it was at the top of the project, or was there something special to that specific song?
I think Goddess in itself is the least I want to say this correctly. I spent the least amount of time with Goddess. Lyrically, is not the best lyrically either. But that, I feel like we as women, we need a mantra sometimes. It's like that thing that's just going to make me feel like it's time to get out on that road, and we finna do what we gotta do to make the moves that we gotta make. Like, and we're goddesses. Like, I think it was more or less the course, that uplifting light, that bringing that light into the room kind of situation, is why I went with Goddess first as like a introduction song, like a theme song.
Yeah.
I'm telling you how I want to be addressed. I'm telling you who I am, and I'm telling you why I know who I am. Don't address me by anything else. It's the Goddess, period. And I think, we as women, we get called so many different things and our name, out of our name. I'm telling you how to address me. That's it. So yeah. Ooh, that was hard. and to let y'all know, they did not prep me for this. They didn't give me no questions. They did nothing. So we just shooting off the hip.
We shooting. Yep. It's like,
You know what I'm saying? And they got me.
But these are great questions and great answers too. So like,
right.
You're an artist. So you got this.
The TMZ questions are coming at the end. No,
the what?
The TMZ questions are coming at the end.
Lord.
No, I'm joking. But what? I do have a funny question though. What best and worst live performance story, if
For
any,
me?
if you have any? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The best live performance. Psych. I have yet to perform. I told y'all this is my first EP.
Okay.
This is my very first EP. My very best live performance and the worst are on Instagram Live. Okay, if y'all want to come through and see a live concert, you know what I'm saying, follow me on Instagram. That's it. I don't have any yet, but I am very, very, very much looking forward to performing. Yeah. I think that when creating my music, I was so focused on creating the music that I forgot all about like publishing and having to advertise myself and all of this other stuff that comes with being a musician. I just want to sing.
You were locked into the art of it.
Yeah.
I just want to sing.
Yeah, that's it.
Just want to say, but it's opening up my different avenues that I never knew that I could be a part of. Like, I didn't know I was going to be filming, directing, and editing my own music videos and creating my own merchandise and all of these random things that I never thought that I would do. It's taking me out of my everyday mindset and putting me, a little closer to where I'm supposed to be, and I'm learning that I have all the tools that I need to get to where I want to go.
I forget on a daily basis that the pandemic's been 2 years, and like a lot of shit just hasn't been able to happen that we have all wanted to happen. So yeah, that makes sense. Directing videos though, that's pretty tight. What made you be like? I mean, I guess it feels like it's the same thing with your music. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. But like with is that the same vibe when you're thinking about the video? Like, I want this component to my music, so you just said, I'm gonna just fuck it, I'll do it live.
I think so. I've been on my own for a long time, and it's just kind of like one of those things you learn when you're alone. If you want something done, especially the way that you want it to be done, you do it yourself. Whether that be meaning I have to go on YouTube University every day to find how to overlay videos and create effects and all of those kind of things. I didn't know nothing about any of this. A lot of the things that I learned how to do, I didn't even know the name of how to search how to do them. So it's all just kind of, like I said earlier, y'all shooting at the hip. Like, I'm shooting at the hip and letting God and having faith in the midst, and it's actually working really, really well for me. Like, I feel like within this project, I dedicated myself to allowing the divine to tell me where to go, and we getting somewhere.
Is there another song that you want to do a video for? I really love the Uncomfortable video. I watched that again this morning. It was real. Had a nice fun energy to it.
Is there a song that you would like for me to do a video?
I really like Wait.
I'm about
is
to
like
say
one of
Wait.
my favorite songs.
I'm about to say Wait is.
I really like Wait.
It's giving me like Vesta Williams or like congratulations. Like, hold up, wait a minute. I know you about to do this thing, but me.
But wait, hold on now. But wait, hold on.
But me. I know you about to do this, but me.
But me.
But me.
Right, but me.
But me. I'm here.
And me.
Okay? And me.
And me. Okay, yeah. I'm not just
anyone.
Me. I'm
me.
Okay.
Yeah, like I know you. All right, sure, your little merge thing. That's cute and shit.
That's cute. No,
that's
say. Bless them. Forever. Okay. Forever and however. Me.
Yeah, like
okay.
What's your favorite track? What's your favorite track on the on the
My favorite track is Show Your Eyes.
Show Your Eyes, yeah.
Everything you wanna see. That's
and
my favorite.
And I liked how is it Senses and then Show Your Eyes? How they
flow.
Right
I'm telling
together.
you, that was divinely guided. That was the spirits came through.
I was like, did it switch to another
and told
song?
me how to place that correctly. And none of these on that project, none of the instruments, none of the what am I trying to say? The instrumentation, none of the come on, but y'all know what I'm saying. None of those were made for me. I went out and found them. My uncle went out and found them. Uncle Day One. Shout out to you, Uncle Day. He went out and found them, and I selected, and that's how I write. I'm not a person to just like hear a song in my head and write it out. I listen to the music and the vibration of the sound, and whatever comes from my spirit.
Come on.
It's like whatever comes with my spirit is what is laid on that track, and I am very meticulous. Okay, with how I sing. I think about every single note that goes into the sound. Like you'll hear that there are certain like vibrations that I add to my voice, or I sing a song that is talking about the most heart clenching situations, and I sing it in a pitch that sounds happy. Like I think about every single piece of my music, and I can honestly say that 7 is my pride and joy. 7 is my pride and joy.
Yeah. It's a beautiful collection of songs. Like it's
Thank you.
It really is.
I really thank you. Y'all
Truly
said wait. Is that a collective? Everyone wants to see a video for Wait, or do y'all have anyone else have a different song that they would like to see a video for?
It's Wait for me.
Yeah,
It's
I feel like
Wow.
I just feel like it would be, you know,
I could see a story, like as I was listening to that song, like I was visualizing a story in my head. Like I was literally re-listening to it again this morning. So I was walking my dog and like I was like, oh shit, like, or even like I was looking like even thinking about like Insecure, like with Lawrence like coming to Issa as a man, like, hey, I still love you. Are you happy now? Like I was even thinking about like how he was coming to Issa like in that moment, start the season or whatever with Wait or whatever. So it's like this, it could be not even somebody who's necessarily at the altar or whatever, but somebody trying to come back into like their past or whatever. So I was just picturing different stories or whatever in my head, like as I was listening. I was, nah, this is
That's
the vibe.
intense.
Kyle then wrote
Y'all
the shit
think
and
I'm running
everything.
through eyes like,
I be on a walk just thinking of shit.
The treatment and
no, but it is like it reminded
invoice.
me like Jill Scott has a song called My Love, and that's what the thing. It just really brought me back to that space. Vesta Williams again. It's called Congratulations. It's an old song, but it's always so funny. Like when people are able to articulate that emotion I don't want to say perfectly, but like perfectly for them, right? How specifically it's gonna, it works out. Like it just, yeah, it's beautiful to me.
But that's what's so beautiful about music is it gives you that place to physically go. Like I know I'm not taking my body and going to this place, but my mind and spirit goes to this place and it just tells you what it is. And sometimes the messages that I'm relaying aren't even my messages. I'm just looking at them from the outside in, and I'm that person that I speak up for the person who feels that they're lesser or don't have the strength to. So I feel like I gain my own strength when I'm able to say, hey, this is how I feel about you. I want to say this thing to your face, but I can't. So I'm going to use God's creation and what God gave me to send it to you. Yeah. Now, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, then I do for you.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. But blessings to you and your wife, honestly. Like, no, honestly, like best blessings. Best, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Go ahead, Thomas.
No, go ahead. You got it.
No, I was gonna say I first heard of your music through Danielle.
You know it.
And just I think in general, I think I might have first met you through Danielle at some random house. But how do you choose who to work with, like your friend? Because we all have friends. Was like, I'm gonna work with this person, or I'm not gonna work with this person. So how do you choose that? And like,
well, Danielle chose me, and Danielle chose me. They're just the best people. They've been divinely guided to be a part of my life, just to be here. I didn't know who Danielle was and that she made music, was a poet or anything until we just started having conversations. And Top View came around, like me not even knowing her, the grace and the intensity of her voice and her story and what she has to say. I'd never heard anything by her until she did her poem for Top View. So when it comes to that, of course I'm going to say I allow the divine to send me the people who I need to work with. But also I'm at a place right now, if I just think that your music sounds amazing and you think the same for me, let's create. I'm so new to this and I'm just getting my feet wet. I don't know much about like lyrically everything. I want to be better lyrically. I want to be able to learn how to create my own beats and create my own sound one day. So I'm looking to work with whomever sound can sound well with my sound, and vice versa. Whatever connection, whatever good energy comes, I'm there for it, honestly. So if y'all know anybody, if y'all do Merstick, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know where to find me.
Well, so no, I
if
do.
y'all need to sing a song, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. No, I mean, I do. Me and Danielle have 2 tracks together.
Okay.
So.
Are you on her changes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm on changes, and then she is on my EP that's coming out that I'm working on right now to come out with soon. So yeah, Danielle is good for being like, I see something. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
Like she.
And we both relate because we're both Afro-Polynesian.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she's I don't know. I could talk about Danielle all damn day.
That's my baby.
That's everybody, baby. We
That's
love her.
baby.
And the reason that I'm here with you guys today is through the connection with her. So I thank y'all for connecting with me and even listening to my music. You know, like if y'all really enjoy it, I thank you for using your ears to listen to me. Goddamn, for real.
Nah, it's a great project.
Yeah.
Like
You really
Thoroughly
think so?
enjoyed
I really think
Absolutely.
so. Like the sound it's one thing to be like, okay, yeah, I'm a singer. It's another to have quality,
Polished,
like well engineered, not overly produced though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the vibe that it gives. A very organic, clear, just natural sound, and it allows your voice to truly come out on so many different levels. So it's beautiful to see and hear and be sort of into your world like that. Music
Thank
is my
you.
life, so this is like.
Oh, I can tell. I can see your heart comes out when you speak about music. So I'm gonna ask y'all, because I personally, I don't want to put myself in a category because I feel like my music is my music. Okay, so if there was a category that you all had to put me into, what would it be and why?
We're talking like genre?
Genre. Yeah.
I would probably say like a alternative R&B, just as like a more like blanketed or even like edging towards like neo soul in some instances. Like I was getting like some Erykah Badu vibes at certain points, like when you were going to like into your spoken word, coming out of your singing and stuff like that. So it's like a bit eclectic in the mix of it, but I would lean towards like alternative R&B for the most part, I think.
It's so hard to label stuff these days, even in like rap too. I listen to way more rap, but even still, it's like half of them, these guys are singing or going in and out, singing,
a lot of
the
genre
melodies. So I was just like Gunna's album just came out. It's like it's just different parts in it that it's just, I don't know. I'm not a musician at all, but I feel like it's a cool time to be a musician because like y'all can just define. You can just put your shit out, and it doesn't have to be like defined in like a little box.
Yeah, it doesn't have to fit into a box.
Yeah.
And I don't think yours does. I think in a beautiful way that it's a part of, I don't know, I guess creating its own lane of existence, and it's sonically beautiful. It flows.
It's gangsta a little bit.
Come on, got a little, got
a little bass in the back.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. I think, like Danny said, it's just, this is the world that we live in now, where we could just put our shit out there and let it flow. Like, just let it be. For sure. Definitely some Lauryn Hill vibes in there.
Okay, so hold on. Before y'all ask me, who would y'all like to see me collaborate with?
Because you know that was on my list.
Because I know it was coming.
Because you know it was on my list.
Because I know once you started saying names, it was on. So I need to know.
Torrance, you gotta go first.
I like sort of like what I see vocally like meshing together very well. Lucky Day. I would love to see that. I would love to hear that. That would
that would be for. Yeah, that would be very enjoyable.
Was that okay? Was that
I love that.
Okay.
She's not raising her voice.
Shut up. Leave me
I'm so
alone.
excited she lost her voice.
Okay, who's next?
That's a tough one. Damn.
I'm such a horribly musically inclined person. I don't know, man. Kyle, do you have one?
You know what? I feel this just came to me.
Danny, you don't listen to me enough.
Shmino. I think that like your vibes with like the way that he carries melodically would like go very nicely with Shmino.
I think so too. I
See, I don't even listen to Smino that much. Too. I'm horrible. I'm sorry.
Danny listens to podcasts and comedy specials.
Yeah, but Smino, I mean, I know somebody's like Kehlani a little bit. Like I like those kind of like vibe. I don't know. I get those kind of vibes from it. Like
vibey vibes.
But at the same time, when you collab though, you don't want someone that sounds kind of like you though. I feel like those suggestions are like they're different. They're male voices, so it's like you can go back and forth. You don't want two people sounding the same. So I'll go with their suggestions because it's a vibe, and it's not like you don't want two people going back and forth sounding the same.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a dream matchup or something like that? I can't think of that word I'm thinking right now.
There's a few. But I'm gonna keep saying this until that
I don't know
happens.
how I didn't think of that.
Sir, I would love to work with Sir.
Sir. See, yeah.
Phenomenal.
That's it.
You feel me?
I feel that.
Feel
that
okay,
as soon as you said it, I said, oh.
You felt the goosebumps. You
That's
felt the chocolate, the
Real
melted
quick.
chocolate and honey. We
Andy
felt
out
it.
here. Andy out here. I must say he out here. So
It's about time. We gotta let him know. No shit.
What about like an Anderson .Paak? I like Anderson .Paak before this last the last joint with Silk Sonic. I like Malibu Anderson .Paak. Got you. That album was I'm not an R&B person, but that album I played probably hundreds of thousands of times. And I could definitely I could see that.
Yes.
He has a very soul like that
tone.
like
It's
Malibu
the tone,
like that
the raspiness.
He had that rasp. Exactly.
And I have that too. Yeah.
I could see that. That's my good suggestion. I take
okay,
back
that was a great suggestion.
See, I'm not good at you're really good at on the spot questions from the past hour and a half or half hour.
Interview, they're flying.
God awful. I know.
But
didn't I say that I don't want to be on here 2 hours?
So 2 hours.
I know.
So no, but in that spirit of not being on forever, Taija, we thank you so much for coming on. Your album, your EP, excuse me, I don't want to get the two mixed up because sometimes, you
call it what you want. Yeah. The name of it is 7. That's what we do.
It is 7. Okay. Debut EP is on streaming platforms called 7, as in the number 7. So just
as in the number 7.
The number 7. Come on, Tad.
It's called promotion and marketing for me.
On here. That's what it is. Taija Kerr.
Yes, she is.
Taija Kerr.
Yes, sir.
You know,
what's your socials where people can find you?
They gotta be able to find you. Come on, Mr. Yeah.
You can find me everywhere. You can Google my name, Taija, Taijakerr. Kerr is my last name. At Taijakerr at everywhere. Y'all go check out my. Right, this is my floor right now. Okay. Y'all go check out my videos that are on YouTube. They're streaming now. Uncomfortable, my single is out now. Be on the lookout. Valentine's Day, I'm dropping a new single in February as well. Okay. I'm dropping.
Come on.
Something else for y'all. Something else for you.
Come on.
We working this year. We ain't this rolly. Not a stopwatch. She don't never stop. Okay.
Thank you so much, Taija, for joining us.
We love it. Thank you so much, Taija.
Thank you.
Peace and love. Thank y'all for having me. Aloha.
Podcast brought to you by